Pretty woman walking down the street. Pretty woman wouldn't like to meet. Pretty woman, I don't believe you, you're not the truth. No one could impress as good as you. No mercy. Pretty woman, stop that bill. Our rights to protest she will kill. Pretty woman held down by your knee. Priti Patel, big believe. Pretty clear hates refugees. Pretty hates the likes of you and me. 'Cause they need you on the far right. Good stepping baby, resign tonight. Pretty woman, oh why can't you see? Petty woman kills democracy. Pretty woman, do we really have to say that oppression's not okay? Now we've become a fascist state. Strip the bill before it's too late. Okay, oh she's talking back to me. Now we're all beneath the knee. Oh, petty woman.
You're watching The Hughs at 10 with me, the gorgeous Hugh Edwards. Now don't mind the flag behind me, it's only to do with the rugby. Just don't mention the Grand Slam. The headlines. There's been a storm in a teacup over the size of a government minister Robert Jenrick's union flag. The flag, often seen in the background at his home during interviews, led to a BBC breakfast presenter having to apologise, and this newsreader being told to take down my rather beautiful tweet with the flag of Wales. Oh. Now, since I'm not personally allowed to say anything about it on air, we can now go over to our Welsh sex god correspondent, the gorgeous Hugh Edwards. Good evening, Hugh. Good evening, Hugh. You're looking gorgeous, if I may say so. So do you, Hugh. I must say you're looking particularly heroic today. Thanks, Hugh. Now, the controversy over having to take your tweet down poking fun at the flag sharers. This has become news in itself. How do you respond to the suggestion that you were questioning the size of Robert Jenrick's flagpole? Well, Hugh, you know what they say, that we're gorgeous, that too, and size doesn't matter. That's not what the ladies say, and we should know. Good night. They say that as well. Yes, Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister. Yes, I can't believe I'm still PM as well. Anyway, look. Can you fix it or not? Well, Buster, you're in trouble. We've got a right to repair law now that says you must provide a repair service for any appliance. An appliance is a device or piece of equipment designed to perform a specific task, right? Right. Okay, so we only used it once and it's completely broken. For the money we pay for it, that's just not acceptable, I'm afraid. Yes, I've got it right here. It's a Trident D5 missile, serial number, B1GBANG. There we go. Excellent. I thought you'd see reason in the end. Oh, by the way, you couldn't collect up all the pieces for us, could you? Well, I can get the Navy to tell you the exact location, but I do know that it's somewhere in France. Yes, oh, by the way, if anyone asks, tell them it belongs to America. Spaff.
Hello, love, it's me,
you're anti-vax. Today we've got a whole mailbag full of problems. It seems like loads of you are having a hard time. Isn't that lovely? Now let's get to our first letter, shall we? Dear anti-vax, I saw on the news that scientists think they've worked out how to operate an ancient Greek computer found in a shipwreck. I read about that. I don't understand how a computer could work after thousands of years underwater, and I'm worried senseless. Yours, Bricking It in Brixton. Bricking It. I've been reading a lot about this now, and at first I thought it was something to do with Anthea Turner, but it's in fact called the Antikythera mechanism. Now finally we have proof that computers and social media are what led to the downfall of the ancient world. After all, Helen of Troy had the Facebook that launched 1,000 ships, and everyone knows that the fall of the Roman Empire led to the Dark Ages and the Dark Web. We are all going the same way if we're not careful. So why not tell us your thoughts about the subject by sending us your tweets? Oh, the idea of processing UK asylum seekers on the island of Gibraltar is apparently being considered by Home Secretary Priti Patel. Critics say approval of the Gibraltar plan by Ms Patel would lead to asylum seekers being caught between a rock and a hard face.
This is the front page of the Daily Mail on the 15th of March. The Treason Show would like to apologise to viewers for appearing to be in agreement with the Daily Mail on this occasion.
Good evening. Good evening. You're tuned to Russia Today, your all-Russian news station for unbiased news from glorious Republic of Mother Russia. With me, John O'Berry or something. And me, Polonium Anna, blow your brains off. Polonium Anna, are you dressed like that for a reason? Are you going to Pride, for example, which is of course illegal in Russia? After this, I have shift in undercover operation as policeman in English local pub. Comrade Putin, he liked that joke. Apparently he didn't. Apparently not. Oh well, one less mouth to feed. Okay, back to our regular programming of your brains. I mean programming. News about to be just in. The UK's lying slippery piglet dog, Boris Johnson, has opened his new press briefing room at 10 Downing Street. At enormous capitalist cost to the people of the UK, it was fitted out by, guess who? Dido Harding? Niet. Our pet poodles, the amusingly named COVID Research Group? Niet. It was us. Russia Today fitted out the briefing room. So funny. In the week they up their spending on nuclear warheads but cut nurses' pay, the decadent fools think they can get the upper hand on our glorious leader Vladimir Putin. Comrade Putin, making nipples great again. And we did not put any listening devices anywhere near the place. Absolutely not. Would we lie to you? No more than the British government anyway. And you thought the old Soviet Union was undemocratic. In other news, Meghan Wallace-Simpson-Markle appeared on corrupt Yankee chat show Operatic Winfrey, caused useful idiot Piers Morganski to walk off the set of his breakfast shouty show. Useful idiot. Well, not exactly useful, but definitely idiot. Morganski walked off set to join other useful idiot TV station, GB News, which will get nowhere near as good ratings as your glorious, truthful Russia Today. Speaking of which, don't forget to watch our other glorious Russian TV programs later on our Catch You Out service. And after that, we'll be stirring the pot with our documentary profile of corrupt track and trace czar Dido Harding, entitled The Great British Rake-Off. And of course, to show that Russia is a tolerant liberal country, we have Polonium Anna here making guest appearance in Rude Polski's Dragovich riot. And hey, Boris Johnson, remember, nipples is listening. Do svidaniya.
Gotta press aside Megan's window. Over here, the life as a royal made her cry. We all read the tabloids, then wonder why. Paparazzi treated us so badly. Brings a letter she wrote to her daddy. What the hell? You can't trust the press in that dirty town. Left Paris, California. They want me back here, I should warn you. She'll have a kid in America, whoa. She'll have a kid in America, whoa. Everybody live for the gossip go round. No rights to press to the daylight. Cash in on private lives, there's blood on their hands. The mail on a Sunday just took a chance. Racist and misogynistic. If you play the game, then you will always find. The tabloids are cruel, they are. Oprah will get the full story. Oprah will cover in glory. Interviewed in America, whoa. She'll have a kid in America, whoa. That's what you get for the gossip go around. Na, 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 na. I thought the year over just the other night. The toilet rolls and tea bags I stockpiled. I've been drinking far too much wine, and I've drowned too many beers. Struck crazy after one whole year. Oh, struck crazy after one whole year. Since meetings have been banned, I just can't socialize. It's the same old routine on every single day. Got to follow rules and stay strong till the situation clears. Stuck crazy after one whole year. Ooh, stuck crazy after one whole year. Up walls I'm crawling, no one is calling, napping my life away. Backseat, please hurry, immunized. Oh, you can bet I'm counting the days. Now I stare through my window and I dream of pubs and restaurants and foreign holidays, and of movements unrestricted like before COVID appeared. Stuck crazy after one whole year. Oh, stuck crazy, stuck crazy, stuck crazy after one whole year.
Good evening, you're watching Fox News with me, Ann Anchor, with a special report on Iceland. I don't know about you, but when I heard there'd been an eruption in Iceland, I immediately called my mom to check she wasn't there. Well, fortunately, my mom wasn't there, but we have flown our foreign correspondent, Chad Valet, to Iceland to report on the ensuing chaos. Chad, how did you manage to get there, well, with all the planes being grounded? Well, Anne, that did happen last time there was an eruption here, but this time the volcano, which wishes to remain anonymous, has not spewed out much ash or smoke at all, so flights were not affected. You can't tell us the volcano's name? Yes, that's correct, Anne. I can't tell you its name. Well, can you tell us about the lava pouring through the streets, causing mayhem and destruction? Well, no, Anne. It's actually quite far away from where people live, so everybody's absolutely fine. Oh. Well, that's disappointing for our viewers, Chad. Afraid so, Anne. So what do the ice people do with their free time, Chad? Well, to try and stay warm, Anne, they stay in their beds and read books. Books? What are books? Have you ever seen a foreign film on TV, Anne? No. Well, a book is a bit like a foreign film, but without the sound or pictures. Now, can I leave here, please? I've got bad news for you, Chad. Finance have refused to approve the purchase of your plane ticket out of there because you've exceeded your budget. No, Anne, please help me. You gotta get me out of here. Hang in there, Chad. This is just great. Just a human tragedy that our viewers are gonna love. You've been watching Fox News and I've been an anchor. Oh, maybe I can hitch a ride on that iceberg.
At MetPig, we've got cards for every single occasion. From Happy Not All Men Day to when is International Men's Day then? And Bango's another Civil Liberty Day. We've got every occasion covered. Whether it's commemorating the moment another of our civil liberties gets stamped on, or celebrating the increase in police powers that come with every new day. There's a MetPig card for every moment. Make every day a MetPig day.
Evening, Sarge. Oh, Smithy, what have you got for me this week, eh? Come on, Smithy, don't be shy. Well, Sarge, I thought I'd help out with the new initiative, Sarge, the one where us coppers go to nightclubs to help protect the ladies. Good work, Smithy. Who did you arrest? Oh. I don't think you've quite got the idea of this undercover lark, Smithy. Sorry, Sarge. Oh, morning, Dyspraxia. Morning, Moon Carp. How's it going? Oh, not bad. Just had my jab. Yeah, they had to give me a special one because my blood is so rich. Oh, yeah, well, I had mine, yeah. Mine had gold leaf put in because my system is so used to having all the gold around me. Oh, right, yeah, well, mine left an imprint on my arm, which the doctor said was amazing. It was an angel holding a heart. Oh, right, nice, yeah, My imprint looked like Nelson Mandela. Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, well, I'm due to have my second job next week. Anyway, it's so embarrassing because I have to use a thinner needle next time because my skin is so perfect. Oh, I wouldn't know. No, they use a platinum needle on me. It's real expensive. Oh, yeah. Well, my vaccine is made up of pure Matt Hancock tears. Oh, Michael Gove's shame in mine. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Whatevs. Whatevs. Yeah. Ciao, ciao. Ciao, ciao. The Dalai Lama was said to be thrilled when he heard he was to get his COVID-19 jab, although the gloss was taken off somewhat when he realised his nearest vaccination centre was in Wuhan. The gay community were disappointed with the Pope's declaration that God cannot bless sin, in reference to same-sex marriage, although many of them still consider this an improvement on being stoned to death. Now, another letter. Dear Anti-Vax, I've heard that Russia and China are going to build a joint base on the moon. Since the moon landing was filmed in Nevada, does this mean man will be going for real? Yours, Sceptical in Scunthorpe. Well, Sceptical, let's put this myth to bed. The moon landing footage wasn't filmed in the Nevada desert. That's ridiculous. It was filmed at Pinewood Studios where they make the Bond movies. Much better catering. And I, for one, fully support Russia and China going to the moon. Finally, we'll learn if the moon is flat, hollow, or a hologram. Personally, I think it's a hologram. They switch it off in the daytime to save money. Now for our last letter. Dear Anti-Vax, I saw Lawrence Fox, love him, has announced that he is running for Mayor of London. Now, I am not sure how I feel about him becoming part of the establishment. I am worried he'll stop being taken seriously if he becomes the Mayor of London. What do you think? Yours, Flummoxed in Fulham. Oh, God bless you, Flummoxed in Fulham. I can understand your dilemma. You see, Lawrence Fox has been a great truther, highlighting the importance of having lovely lunches with large groups of friends during a pandemic. Now, I used to think that being anti-woke was being fine with passing out after having too much red wine on a Tuesday afternoon. But there you are. Now, you know I have a deep mistrust of actors, authority figures, aspiring authority figures, foxes, men with big ears or failed singers. But apart from that, I love him. Now, so thanks for all your letters this week. I've absolutely loved seeing them. Although I know you probably expected us to talk about some countries banning the AstraZeneca vaccine, which sounds to me like an 80s car. Anyway, now, if governments are saying not to take a vaccine, it's probably because they're keeping it for themselves. But it is a vaccine, so it doesn't work. Right. But why else would they want to keep it away from us? But then, actually, it's all too much for me, loves. See you all next time. Oh. After the return to education this week, many have called into question the new government syllabus after one teacher was found to have set the mathematics class the following problem. If I have 6 bottles of wine on a Tuesday, how am I supposed to teach on a Wednesday? Scotland's First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon, has condemned the Glasgow Rangers title-winning celebrations as infuriating and disgraceful, and said that fans should have left a 2-metre social distancing gap, just like the Celtic back four have all season.
In Washington, now Joe is king. By firesides, here's what he's saying. What you gonna do? When you manage to dump that great big orange lump, that's malarkey. When the world starts to shine 'cause you can't hear him whine, that's malarkey. We all sing, hear no Twitter ping, no more Gordy bling, and you'll sing hallelujah. We'll drop bombs back where they belong, all the way from here, from Baghdad to Fallujah. When the con by the dawn just keeps on droning on patriarchy. When at sea he whined, we had joy unconfined that he's gone. When you wake from a dream that seemed to be seen through a glass darkly, so let's lend him a hand, hire a Mexican band, mariachi. When you just feel relief, your commander-in-chief turned out to be me. When that thick orange whale ends up going to jail, how we'll laugh. We're not on a witch hunt, tell that fat orange fool. We're not like McCarthy. Then you'll line up your ducks and then don't give 2 figs, that's malarkey. Malarkey, malarkey. Ducks.
having one of my flushies.